Hello, everyone.
Alright.
It's me, and today we're going to be talking about our Oscar predictions for tomorrow night. This is probably going to be uploaded
Yeah.
tomorrow in the morning, though, so maybe later today. And we have here Quincy.
Hi.
And okay, so we're going to go through all 24 categories,
Yeah.
and we're going to think what our predictions are,
hmm
and like what we want to win instead of like thinking who should. So like that, and we're gonna have some
Yeah.
Oscar discussion afterwards, and snubs, and stuff that got too many nominations or too little, and some stuff from the past Oscars.
Alright.
Okay,
That's
so our
good.
first category is actor in a supporting role. Nominees are Tom Hanks in A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, Anthony Hopkins in The Two Popes, Al Pacino in The Irishman, Joe Pesci in The Irishman, and Brad Pitt in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yep.
And what I'm gonna say is that Pitt is gonna win, probably. That's like a guarantee. But the runner-up, I'd say, is Tom Hanks, because he was really good in his role. And I've seen the movies where all five of these actors have been in. They're all good. But I think Pitt's got it this time. He's probably gonna get it.
Let me find that. Okay, here we go. Tom Hanks, Anthony Hopkins. Okay. Okay. I think that's done here. Well. Okay. I don't know. I honestly don't even know. Maybe. Okay, Brad Pitt. Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying Brad Pitt because he's been winning everything else at other awards.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's such an Oscars thing to do that they're gonna probably choose Tom Hanks. So I'm thinking it can go either way, and I think Tom Hanks probably deserves it, but Brad Pitt was really good, and he was the best part of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So it's probably gonna go to Pitt, but it could be a surprise, or not really a surprise, but it could go to Tom Hanks.
Okay.
Even though I think Al Pacino inside The Irishman was the best out of the three leads. He was really good. But most likely, if there's a double nomination for a movie inside the same category, it most likely doesn't even win at all. The only time I can think about that was Amadeus, when both of the lead characters were nominated for Best Actor, and one of them actually won.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of like something that reminds me of there. Okay, next category is makeup and hairstyling.
Makeup and hairstyling. Okay.
The nominees are 1917, Bombshell, Joker, Judy, and Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. Now, I think this is gonna go to Bombshell, but here's my view on that. I mean, I haven't seen Bombshell, but of the pictures and stuff I've seen, they do really good with the hairstyling, but like they don't really do much with the makeup. Now, Joker does good on both sides, so it's such an Oscars thing to do, though. So I think Bombshell's probably gonna be the winner, but I wouldn't be surprised if it went to Joker, and Joker's my personal pick on what should win that, because just that the makeup is amazing in Joker. That's really good. Yeah.
I would agree with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Bombshell will win that.
It should be Joker. I think that's like should, but it's gonna be Bombshell probably. But I've been hearing from a lot of people that Bombshell's not even a good movie at all, but it has, I think, like 4 nominations.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, next one is costume design. The nominees are The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Little Women, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And I think Little Women's gonna win this because there's just like a bunch of costume in there. And I mean, I haven't seen the movie, but like there's since it's a period piece as well, it's probably gonna win in the dresses and everything. But I'd say Once Upon a Time in Hollywood should win this because just that's stuff dealing with like movies and Hollywood and everything, and the stuff that Leo wears or Brad Pitt wears, and what Sharon Tate in the movie wears, and Roman Polanski in a few scenes. That's really just amazing. And then it's the stuff that they went to the Playboy Mansion. A lot of those costumes were like some people playing actors. I thought those were good.
Yeah.
So that's what.
For me. Okay. Well, for me, for the two that should win, or I don't know, but I think personally for me, Little Women should win Best Costume Design, but I don't know. But Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, maybe. For me, I don't know. But Little Women or Once Upon a Time, for me, it just both of them should. I don't know, but I personally think Little Women should win Best Costume Design.
Yeah. Here, what I don't understand is that Joker's nominated here.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I kind of understand it because it has a lot of nominations and the Academy loves it, but I just find it to be a weird choice for it to be nominated for costumes instead of a movie like Dolomite or Rocket Man got snubbed here. And I'm like, well, Joker really only had one real costume, but I can kind of understand that. Next category is the two sound categories. Sound editing nominees are 1917, Ford vs. Ferrari, Joker, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. I think 1917 is gonna win because one, it's a war movie and they use a lot of sound stuff. And the planes, when I watched it in the theater, it was amazing sound. And since Dunkirk won both sounds 2 years ago, it makes sense. But I could see this probably going to Joker because one, the Academy loves it. That's the main reason. And two, the times they do use sound editing in the music and the gunshots and the riots in the street, it was really good. But here I don't really see why Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is in this. I mean, yeah, they do good with the music and stuff, but that's basically about it. But I could see Ford versus Ferrari taking this as well because of the of sounds of cars and stuff and everything.
Yeah.
So, but I'd say 1917 is most likely for both sound categories.
For me, either would be 1917 or Ford vs. Ferrari. But yeah, I will agree to go with 1917 on this.
Yeah, war movies usually win stuff like this, or historical movies, so it makes sense for that. And I think that's best sound of the year. So we kind of already did sound mixing. Okay, now production design is 1917, The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Parasite.
We already know who this would win. Okay.
I would say actually Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is probably the runner-up. That's most likely gonna win in my books. But I think Irishman or Parasite could probably take this too. But I'd say that most likely Once Upon a Time in Hollywood's probably gonna take it because of everything they've done to change it to make it look like old Hollywood was really good. Yeah. And it's such an Oscars thing, that too.
For me, I think Parasite might win this one, but I don't know. But
yeah, Parasite for me is a maybe. It probably will. Maybe. But Once Upon a Time in Hollywood's most likely to take this.
Alright. Okay.
Yeah. International feature. We already knows. I don't even have to say the nominees. It's gonna be Parasite.
Yeah, Parasite.
A great movie. It's gonna win, and it's way better than Roma. Way better. Yeah. So that's definitely gonna deserve.
Which is a surprise.
Yeah.
It's not a surprise for me, but yeah, it was. Yeah.
I mean, for me, Roma just I didn't feel anything by the end of it, but when I watched Parasite, it was just such a monumental movie I haven't seen before, and you were just on your edge, and it was just so good.
Yeah.
But out of all these awards, it's 100% gonna win best foreign film, and it definitely deserves it.
Yeah.
With Roma, I'm maybe it does, but maybe it doesn't. But the main reason for Roma is probably because it was in black and white. Probably one of the main ones. Okay, next one is actress in a supporting role. Nominees are Kathy Bates and Richard Jewell, Laura Dern inside Marriage Story, Scarlett Johansson inside Jojo Rabbit, Florence Pugh in Little Women, and Margot Robbie in Bombshell. It's probably an obvious choice is Laura Dern. I thought she was good in her role, and she's been winning everything, the Globe and other stuff. So yeah, probably Laura Dern.
Alright.
Yeah, you
I got nothing else for me to say for this one, but
Yeah, it's 99% guaranteed. Laura Dern is gonna take this easily.
Yeah, I will agree with that one.
Yeah. Animated feature film. Now this is really hard to choose now because of the other award shows, but the nominees are How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World, I Lost My Body, Klaus, Missing Link, and Toy Story 4. Now, it's such an Oscars pick, I would feel to do Toy Story 4, because, one, Toy Story 1, 3, and 1 and 3 have won many awards. Actually, no, the first one won Best Animated, third one won Best Animated, and the third one was nominated for Best Picture as well. And they have a history of just like liking Toy Story in the first place. So it's such an Oscars pick. They love Toy Story, and they love Pixar because a lot of Pixar films, like, that's probably mostly what's won Best Animated. And in my opinion, out of all these, Toy Story 4 is best, even though I haven't seen all of these. Toy Story 4, the best animated movie of the year, and it's definitely in my top 10. It was great.
Well, for me, but for me, I don't think really Toy Story 4 will win this one, because I think Gladys will win this one because of how, like, amazing this class was.
I could see Klaus trying to
Klaus,
take this, yeah.
Klaus, yeah.
But, I just think that, like, since it's the Oscars, they're like, they love Toy Story. It's probably gonna be Toy Story 4. At the Globes, I was just shocked that it was Missing Link. Like, as soon as it won, I'm like, what? But then, like, movies like Klaus and I Lost My Body were not even nominated there. But then here they are, so they got the attention that they needed. Which, Klaus, yeah, that's deserving of it. I saw Klaus and I thought it was good.
That was good.
Yeah, but Toy Story 4 is probably gonna be my pick, and I would say that's most likely to win.
But How to Train Your Dragon in the Hidden World, I don't think it's gonna win that one. But
yeah, I've yet to see that. But
I don't feel like I want to see that. But
yeah, I don't know. I've seen the first two definitely, but I haven't seen the third. Okay. Next one is visual effects. The nominees are 1917, Avengers: Endgame, The Irishman, The Lion King, and Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. I think this is probably gonna go to The Irishman because that hasn't been done to filmmaking before, and they had a huge budget on a movie that's like that. And I feel like such an Oscars pick, and as of so far, I don't think really Irishman's gonna win anything, even though it definitely deserves to win stuff. I feel like it's not going to win, like, some stuff like that. And would make sense, because I think all the Best Picture nominees are gonna win at least one award. They're gonna go home at least with one. So Irishman's,
which I hope.
Yeah, I'm thinking Irishman's gonna win this one. But if it's my opinion, I would say 1917, because I was so invested in the story. Like, you can barely tell it was visual effects. It looks so real when you're watching it, and it fit really well with the one shot. So that would be my pick, but that might win as well. But I'm probably thinking Irishman's most likely to win this, or it could be Endgame. But they don't really like it more.
Probably Avengers Endgame. Yeah. Probably Avengers Endgame, 1917, or The Irishman, but yeah.
Yeah, I see it going to Irishman, though. So it's probably gonna go to that. Okay, next.
But I kind of see Avengers Endgame might win this.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I see that too, but the thing with last year, it was like Black Panther, Infinity War, Ready Player One, and some other movie in First Man. And I was thinking Infinity War might win, but that wasn't my main pick, because I was really impressed with what Ready Player One did. And I'm like, okay, that's gonna win. But then it wound up to be First Man, which I can kind of understand, because since I've seen it, it looks so like real to life inside there, and that's the same thing that happens here with 1917. So that could win. But I mean, that would be my choosing too. But I'd say Irishman probably. It deserves an award, and the Academy loves it but doesn't love it, and other award shows have kind of shunned it, and I'm like, it deserves a lot more attention than it does. Than it's getting, because people were like, it's too long or it's boring, and I thought it was great. Okay, adapted screenplay. Adapted screenplay is, I'd say both of the screenplays categories this year are really, really difficult to
it's difficult.
Because adapted screenplay, the nominees are The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Little Women, and The Two Popes. I don't really see any of these winning. I mean, I would say Little Women's probably least likely to win this.
I see The Two Popes might win this. One. Who knows?
I thought the screenplay in Two Popes was good. But to be honest, I think what most likely is going to win is Jojo Rabbit. Because it just brought the whole entire thing to life, and it was just amazing. Plus, it's a comedy as well, so that might get it because of that reason. But I can also see this going to Irishman or Joker. And a lot of people have told me, "Oh, Joker's screenplay is terrible," but I think it was a great screenplay. People are just saying that just to hate on it. There are so many memorable quotes and great writing in that movie, so I could see Joker trying to take it.
Yeah. This is exactly how I imagined it.
Well, that makes one of us.
Knock, knock.
And you had to look that up?
I want to get it right. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
It's the police, ma'am. Your son's been hit by a drunk driver. He's dead.
Okay, I'm waiting for the punchline.
There's no punchline. It's not a joke.
You're serious, aren't you? You're telling us you killed those 3 young men on the subway?
Mm-hmm.
And why should we believe you?
I got nothing left to lose. Nothing can hurt me anymore. My life is nothing but a comedy.
Well, okay, I think I might understand that you did this to start a movement, to become a symbol.
Come on, Murray. Do I look like the kind of clown that could start a movement? I killed those guys because they were awful. Everybody is awful these days. It's enough to make anyone crazy.
Okay, so that's it. You're crazy. That's your defense for killing 3 young men?
No. They couldn't carry a tune to save their lives. Oh, why is everybody so upset about these guys? If it was me dying on the sidewalk, you'd walk right over me. I pass you every day and you don't notice me. But these guys, what, because Thomas Wayne went and cried about them on TV? Everybody just yells and screams at each other. Nobody's civil anymore. Nobody thinks what it's like to be the other guy.
Not everybody, and I'll tell you this, not everyone is awful.
You're awful,
Me? I'm awful? Oh yeah, how am I awful?
Playing my video. Inviting me on the show. You just wanted to make fun of me. You're just like the rest of them.
You don't know the first thing about me, pal. Look what happened because of what you did, what it led to. There were riots out there. 2 policemen are in critical condition. You're laughing. You're laughing. Someone was killed today because of what you did.
I know. What do you get
I don't think so.
when you cross
I think
a
we're
mentally
done
ill
with you,
loner
George.
with
That's
a
it.
society that abandons him and treats him like trash?
Call the police,
I'll
Gene.
tell you what you
Call
get.
the police.
You get what you fucking deserve. I haven't been happy 1 minute of my entire fucking life. You know what's funny? You know what really makes me laugh? I used to think that my life was a tragedy. But now I realize it's a fucking comedy. Why are you saying this? I don't need you to tell me lies. I know it seems strange. I don't mean to make you uncomfortable. I don't know why everyone is so rude. I don't know why you are. I don't want anything from you. Maybe a little bit of warmth. Maybe a hug, Dad. How about just a little bit of fucking decency? What is it with you people? You say that stuff to my mother?
She's crazy. You think this is funny?
Dad, it's me.
Touch my son again, I'll fucking kill you.
Stop laughing, you freak. This isn't fun.
Yeah, the whole fucking city's on fire because of what you did.
All units, fire reported north of Alley, code 4 for medical.
I know. Isn't it beautiful?
What is next?
Next is original screenplay, which is 1917, Knives Out, Marriage Story, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Parasite.
Okay. Let's see.
What I say, because this has been winning really everywhere and at the Globes, is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's probably gonna win this. I think at one other award show, Marriage Story won, and then I think at the Critics' Choice it was Parasite. I mean, I can see either of those three winning, and Marriage Story, in my opinion, was the best script of last year. The script that's one of the best scripts I've ever seen put to film. And that would be my choosing, is Marriage Story, but I'd say probably Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But I could see probably Parasite winning too.
Yeah.
But yeah, most likely Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It deserves it. It was a great story.
I think Marriage Story might win this one, but
yeah, that's such an Oscars thing to do. But at the same time, they love Quentin Tarantino, so and I think I don't know if this is going to be his first Oscar. Did he win for Pulp Fiction or Django Unchained? I don't remember. I don't know if he won for any of those. Cinematography. Now this is hard to choose, but I would say what I think's going to win. But here's the nominees: 1917, The Irishman, Joker, The Lighthouse, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
The Lighthouse will win this one.
I was thinking 100%. Maybe.
Yeah.
But here's my view on it. When I watched 1917, the first thing I saw once the movie started was that the cinematography was perfect for the fit and role, and scenes where they're moving the camera when he's running through the war zone, or when he's running at night and people are trying to shoot him, that looks beautiful. And then the scene where what was his name? Thomas, right? Tom. Yeah, he was sitting down, he had blood spilling out of him, and Will was trying to help him there, and you just see that plane just crash in the background in that beautiful sky. The cinematography is amazing in that. But then at the same time, watching Joker is a beautiful looking movie. Joker looks so good. So, but The Lighthouse, since it's a black and white movie, I feel like that might win, because last year Roma won. But if it's like a war movie that's like really impressive on what it's doing, or like a movie that has a big aspect ratio like Joker does, it could. I'd say those three are most likely to win.
Yeah.
But Irishman also I thought had a good cinematography as well. But
it would be like a surprise if Once Upon a Time in Hollywood will win this one, but
I would say 1917 might make the most sense, and that would be my pick. But I can see this going to Joker or The Lighthouse. So okay. Next category is original score. Now I think this is pretty obvious, but obvious, the original score nominees are 1917, Joker, Little Women, Marriage Story, and Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. So a lot of people have been saying, "Oh, it's gonna be 1917 or Marriage Story." Yeah, those scores were good, but I was blown away by Joker's score. It's some of the best music I've heard in years. And it fits so well with the movie, and plus it has a female composer, so that would be like probably a huge win in that case. And also it won the Globe, and it's been winning best score almost every award show. So, and I would just say that because the score is just amazing, and it brings much more to the movie. It makes the movie a million times better with the score. Without the score, no music, it would be bland.
Yeah.
So, Joker
will win that one.
Yeah.
I mean,
one award for sure that's gonna win is, or Joker's gonna win, is score.
Yeah.
Okay.
Score, yeah.
Original song. This is an obvious one too, but I'll read out the nominees. I'm Gonna Love Me Again from Rocket Man. I Can't Let You Throw Yourself Away from Toy Story 4. Into the Unknown from Frozen 2. I'm Standing Up With You from Breakthrough. And Stand Up from Harriet. And like I said, this is obvious. It's gonna be I'm Gonna Love Me Again from Rocket Man, which I'm so very disappointed that Rocket Man only got one nomination, but the good thing is that it's got the most obvious nomination, and it's gonna win. It's gonna win this, definitely. So yeah, and plus Elton John's gonna get his second Oscar for this 25 years after he won his first.
Well,
Yeah, that's a,
Nice.
that's a given. It's obvious.
yeah.
Okay, here we are inside the 4 big categories. The biggest
Here
one.
we go. Here we go.
Best director
Yep.
is Bong Joon-ho for Parasite,
Yep.
Sam Mendes for 1917, Todd Phillips for Joker, Martin Scorsese for The Irishman, and Quentin Tarantino for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
This is a hard one. This is
This
really
is.
a hard one.
I could see any of them winning this. It could be literally any of them.
I could see Bong Joon-ho win this one.
It could be a tie too.
Yeah.
Like what it was on the Critics' Choice. It was a tie between Parasite and 1917.
Yeah.
But what I would say, 1917 is most likely to win here because it's a one-shot movie and they love one-shot movies, the Academy. So, yeah, it's been winning almost all of the other ones and it won the Globe. But people are giving attention to Parasite's editing, and it's really good. Or not editing, the direction, and it's
Direction,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's good. So, I could see Bong Joon-ho taking this, but at the same time with Quentin Tarantino, the Academy loves him, and if they do that, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. But then with Martin Scorsese as well, we don't know if this is his last movie. It's probably not because I heard somewhere he's going to make some other movie. He plans to make one, but.
Yeah.
The Irishman, just like so how powerful and well directed it was, and that the runtime does not feel so long. Like it feels like it's just a short 2 hours when it's a 3.5 hour movie, and just the way that certain angles and how it's led, it's so great. And I can see Joker winning as well, but I'd say Joker's probably least likely to win.
Yeah, the least likely, yeah.
But I would say probably 1917 is going to win this, and that's my personal choosing because I'd say it's the best directed movie of the year and one of the best directed movies I've ever seen.
Well, for me, yeah, that could be a yes or no, but I don't know. But Quentin Tarantino might win this, will win this one, or Bong Joon-ho. But I'm gonna go with my first pick. Will be Bong Joon-ho for best director.
Yeah, I could see that, but the Academy had a history in the past, like Birdman won best director because it was. It wasn't a one-shot movie, but a lot of scenes were shot in one shot. It was like it had like I think like something like a total of like 7 cuts throughout the whole entire movie, but it was still mostly one shot. And they gave that best director and surprisingly won best picture as well. So yeah. Now here we go. Actor in a leading role. Nominees: Antonio Banderas in Pain and Glory, Leonardo DiCaprio in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Adam Driver in Marriage Story, Joaquin Phoenix in Joker, and Jonathan Pryce in The Two Popes. Now, Quincy, I want you to say yours first this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think Joaquin Phoenix will win this one. 100%.
Yeah, that's an obvious choice, and that's what I put down.
Yeah.
But I can kind of see any of them going to take this. I mean, to me, I would say Leonardo DiCaprio is probably least likely.
My second will be Adam Driver.
I would say that too. Yeah, Adam Driver. But also, I'm just like Jonathan Pryce did really good in his role. I didn't expect him to be that good, but that was a great role. I haven't seen Pain and Glory, but I can just tell that, and Antonio Banderas is made for that role. I can just tell by looking at it. I wasn't saying that Leonardo DiCaprio wasn't good. He was great in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but I feel like that more the screen time went to Brad Pitt, and he was just so great in it. But like Leonardo DiCaprio, plus he won an Oscar like 4 years ago, and he's been nominated like 1 billion times. So it's time for someone else to win for once. And Joaquin Phoenix has been nominated now for 4 Oscars. And Joaquin Phoenix has been winning Best Actor everywhere. Well, not everywhere, because there's some where Taron Egerton would take it, but mostly Joaquin Phoenix was taking it. And I would probably say that's the best performance of the year. Closely with Taron Egerton. They're probably like hair to hair with me. Because they were both really good, but Joaquin Phoenix might have embodied just what Joker is better. Yeah. So and it was unbelievable, and no one thought he was gonna pull this off. Because if you asked me a year ago if Joaquin Phoenix was going Best Actor for Joker, I'm like, what? he's not made for that role, but looks like he was. Yeah, because I'm kind of mad that he didn't win inside 2005 or 2012 for Walk the Line and The Master. And for good Gladiator as well. Yeah, I thought he was good inside good Gladiator. He was really great in that, but he didn't win Best Supporting Actor. But this is his chance. This is his time now. He's going to win. Okay.
Please.
Yes, he has to. It'll be a monumental time, and the media will obviously freak out because they'll be like, oh my god, he won for playing a violent character and all that. Actress in a leading role, Cynthia Erivo for Harriet. Scarlett Johansson for Marriage Story, a double nomination. Saoirse Ronan in Little Women, her name's kind of hard to say. Charlize Theron in Bombshell, and Renee Zellweger in Judy. Which obviously Renee Zellweger's probably gonna take this. And I predicted this like months ago that she was going to win because even before the first trailer of Judy appeared, I knew she was gonna win it because I saw pictures on like set pictures. She looks exactly like Judy Garland, and I'm like, she's made for this role. She's gonna win. And she's been winning everywhere. Yeah. But Scarlett Johansson was good in her role, and I say out of the two that she's been nominated for this year, she's more likely to win for Marriage Story. But I don't know. I mean, Charlize Theron, I don't think she'll win because she won 16 years ago for Monster, but that's because that was unbelievable role. That was great, but I don't even see why she's nominated here. Maybe because just they love Bombshell. I mean, they only gave it 3 nominations, but that's like the most unusual. Because I can understand Best Supporting Actress and Best Makeup and Hairstyling, but I can't see Best Actress in that.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just can't see that. Okay, biggest one. Here we go, biggest one. Best Picture.
Oh god.
Nominees: 1917, Ford vs. Ferrari, The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Little Women, Marriage Story, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Parasite. 9 this year.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I want you to say which one you think might win, or for like rank from most likely to least likely, or however you want to say this.
Well, okay. I don't know. I mean, least likely for me for Best Picture, I think will be Ford vs. Ferrari, but I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe Parasite will be like for my second on the list here.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know for my first though, because it's just.
Yeah, Best Picture is the hardest category every year because I mean there used to be a time in the Oscars where it was obvious, but then like I would say maybe like 7-ish years ago, actually 2005 is probably when it first started, where like the most unlikely choice for Best Picture won, and it was a terrible movie anyway. Crash was not even good, so I'm like, how did that even win? And then like movies like The Shape of Water, everyone's like, there's no way that's gonna win, and it won out of like surprise. And like last year as well, I mean, I was assuming Green Book would be like the runner-up. And I'm like, I don't think Rome was gonna win this, but it could. But I'm like, Green Book or Bohemian Rhapsody or something like that, it's probably gonna win it, or Stars Born. But it was Green Book, and I'm actually happy with that. It was like last year's Best Picture winner was like one I was actually happy with for the past few years. Yeah. But you know, I really don't know because it could be anything. I have a feeling it might go to Joker because one, it had the most nominations of the year with 11, and movies with
surprise.
Yeah, movies with 11 nominations in the past had really good luck and have won Best Picture and like so many awards like that. So it could go to that, and if it is, I'd be completely happy with that. And it was my favorite movie of 2019. It was great movie, and so many people hate it. And if it wins, so many people will be so mad. But I won't, and the whole entire Joker fan base will not be mad either. But here I would, if you would have asked me like in November out of these, which would most likely win, I would say that The Irishman. I was even predicting when The Irishman was announced, I'm like, that's going to win Best Picture. That's going to be. But then now since it's not doing good at award shows, I don't think it's gonna win. But I think it might still be up there. And if you asked me before the Globes, I would say Once Upon a Time in Hollywood's most likely going to win that.
Yeah.
And even when it won the Globe and the 1917 won as well, I'm like, okay, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood's still likely to win. But 1917 won the Critics' Choice and other ones. So I'd say the runner-up and most likely to win is 1917. And if it does, I'd say it's one of the perfect choices. It would be monumentally amazing if that wins. Would be huge. But here's where I rank from least likely to most likely. So least likely is Little Women for me, mostly because I haven't seen it, but that just doesn't really seem like a movie that would win in the first place. Then Ford versus Ferrari, Jojo Rabbit, Marriage Story, Parasite, The Irishman, Joker, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and 1917. So I would say, I would say the two most likely is 1917 and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but literally it could be anything because the way that the Academy votes for Best Picture is a completely different way than it is of all the other awards. Because all the other awards have like 5 nominations and they just have to vote, and whichever one gets the most votes do that. But Best Picture is more complicated than that, and plus since there's 9 this year, it's uneven. So it's gonna be like whichever one gets 50% of the vote, but then if none of them do, it goes up and up and up and up and all like that. It's complicated. Anything could win, but 1917 I would say probably most likely, or Joker or Hollywood, anything, or Irishman. I see Irishman taking it too.
Yeah. But I will see. I really do see like Parasite might win Best Picture.
I can see it too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. I want to really talk about like a lot more, but like I don't know if we have the time to, but it just I could go on like for an hour just talking about how Parasite really was like a really good masterpiece.
I mean, I really like Parasite, and I do agree it's great, but I don't like. I see it being nominated, and that would be. And if it wins, I'll be perfectly happy with that. But I just feel like there are some problems I have with Parasite that. Like, it won't win, and also it hasn't been doing well at, like, a lot of award shows, which I think it should do a little bit more well than it does. Because, I mean, it's good that it's kind of a comedy. I mean, there's a lot of, like, funny moments in it, and some comedies win. Like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood it's a comedy, and it's getting all these awards and everything. But Parasite as well is a thriller suspense movie, which I'm fine with. That's a very different take on that, but I feel like that's something the Academy would not want a movie like that to win Best Picture. Like a movie like Get Out, which was nominated 2 years ago. That was like a horror movie or horror thriller suspense, and that didn't win. And actually, I don't think it didn't even win any awards. So I'm not sure, but if Parasite does win, actually, I'll be happy if any of these win, except for Little Women, unless I actually see it. First. I have to see it first, and I might be fine. But out of the ones I've seen, which is 8 out of 9, I would be fine with any of them. Actually, I'm like that would be a good choice.